I don't care what y'all say. Listen, Prince Eric even got a song called Uncharted Waters. Baby, Prince Eric was singing, honey. Jonah could sing. He was perfect for the role. I just think they casted it perfectly. Welcome to my channel. Listen, today we're about to get our hair done. My hair is freshly washed and sort of blow dried. You can see I got some puffiness here, some flatness here, but baby, we got to get going. So I am installing these Nita Distressed Gorgeous Locks 26-inch. I'm going to be doing it in the color T30 and 2. Okay, so I'm going to blend and mix them together. I'm going to try to do like an invisible method in the front so it looks individual, but we're actually going to do crochet. I have had these before, and listen, I freaking love them. Like, they're very lightweight. They're when they say they're gorgeous, they're gorgeous. The older they get, the better they look is one of those locks. And honey, I left these last ones in for almost 7 weeks, and I was like, okay, I got to wash my hair. But yes, I love these. So we're going to go for it. Again, I got this hair from Sam's Beauty. This is not sponsored, just to let y'all know. And these are $8.99 a pack. The first time I bought like, I think 8 packs, and I only used like 6. So I had a couple left over, so I only bought 5 packs this time. So, honey, let's get into it. And as you can see the title, we're going to be talking about some stuff while we're doing some hair, honey. Oh, invisible method, I'm going to be adding just a tad bit of weave to my hair in the front, because I feel like when I do my crochet and I just braid my own hair, my braids don't last as long than if I just add a tad bit of weave. And this color is like a TB30 or something like that. It's some kind of 30, because my hair used to be 30, honey, but it didn't faded over time. And I was contemplating if I'm going to actually re-dye it. But honey, when I bleached my hair, it just changed the texture of my hair. And it really honestly scared me, because my hair was just so rough and just so, child. Hold on, let me get some more product. I'm also going to be using some pink lotion, honey. I don't know when the girls got away from pink oil moisturizer, but honey, pink lotion for your hair is what we call it. And then I'm going to also be using some jam. So again, in the front, we're going to do invisible method. But y'all, while we doing this, we are going to talk, honey. We are going to talk about some things that's been going down in the streets. Hold on. I can't look at y'all real quick. Hold on. So there's just been a lot going on news-wise and stuff like that. And I was like, why not do my hair and talk about some of it? I need to put up some content anyway. So why not, you know, do the whole thing? So, y'all, when I'm doing my crochet, I make sure that my hair is moisturized, like real bad, because I know that I'm going to be leaving this in for quite a few weeks. So I just make sure that I have some type of moisturizer, and my moisturizer of choice is, honey, OG moisturizer, baby. I do not run out of no pink lotion, honey. Pink oil moisturizer, baby. I don't know why y'all got away from this, baby. It got vitamin E and B5. Y'all be taking it in the pill form, baby. It's right here in the pink lotion, honey. You don't need to take that in pill form. You got it right here, baby, right here. Make sure them ends is covered, especially my ends, because I have 4C hair. So my ends very coily, get tangled real quick, especially if it's not wet. So I just make sure I do that. So you're going to see me do that method all over. I'm going to use pink oil, then I'm going to use a bit of jam, braid, and do kind of like an invisible method. Here's the thickness of the braid. The last time I did my locks, I realized that I made my parts a little bit too small. So I had a whole bunch of locks in my head, and I ended up having to take some out. So this time we're just going to make sure the parts are a little bit thicker and look a little bit better, honey. And listen, y'all, like, you still moisturizing the hair? Yes. Yes, I am. We're moisturizer, baby. This hair got to be moisturized, honey. Period. So anyway, as we're talking today, the first thing I want to talk about is the Little Mermaid, honey. Did y'all go see the Little Mermaid? If you didn't, you might want to skip past this, because we about to talk about the Little Mermaid, baby. We about to talk about Halle and everybody in this movie. Now, here's my thing when it comes to the Little Mermaid, okay? One, Disney has not, with me, they do not have a good track record with live action. Let me just say that, for me. For karma, baby, Disney live action was getting an F. I hated the Lion King. Now, I love Lion King, the regular one. Okay, don't get me wrong. But that doggone Lion King live action with Beyonce, girl, please. Girl, no, it was horrible. I'm sorry. I did not like that live action. I did not like Beyonce in it. And listen, I'm a Beyonce stan, baby. I love me some B. I love Beyonce. But it was not giving what it's supposed to give. I don't care what y'all say. That live action was horrible. I did not watch the Aladdin live action, so I can't give my opinion on that. Mulan. Oh my God. I was so mad. First of all. The Mulan cartoon, honey, okay, had all the songs. Had all the songs in it. Mushu, the cricket. When it came to the live action, what did y'all do to Mulan? Y'all cut, girl, that Mulan live action is horrible, okay? Didn't like it. Beauty and the Beast with Emma in it. Now, it was okay, but I just felt like, girl, no, it was not okay. Let me not lie to the girls. It was not okay. I just did not. So when it came to live action, and all the live action that Disney have done, if there's any more out there, I may have missed it, okay? I may have missed it, but as of right now, those are live actions that I watched, and I was like, okay, Disney. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, y'all, but I'm like, okay, Disney. Nobody got time for that. Like, I was just so upset because I was like, okay, now y'all about to do Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is my movie. Don't do her, okay? I love me some Ariel, baby. Always have, always will. And I just did not want them messing Ariel up, honey. I was like, oh my God. And so then, you know, they casted Halle Bailey. We all know the controversy around that. But I'm not about to get into that right in this particular moment. And so just to explain what I'm doing, I am braiding in some hair. And I have about this much hair, guys. When I tell you it's the smallest amount that there is. And again, I'm just going to braid that in to the hair. And try not to, try to make it kind of loose because you still have to crochet through here. So try not to make it so tight, okay? But anyway, so yeah, when they said they was doing a Little Mermaid, I was just like, child, nobody got time for this, okay? Y'all are gonna jack the Little Mermaid up and nobody got time for that. And so I was just very skeptical about the whole process of the Little Mermaid, you know, being live action because I just, with Disney again, like I said, I just was not very confident in their live action skills because I didn't like it. So then, you know, we got the rest of the cast, Awkwafina, Melissa McCartney as Ursula. And I'm like, Melissa McCartney as Ursula? She's a comedic actor, right, honey? I ain't gonna lie. I'm being honest. I was like, Melissa? Girl, what Melissa doing in this movie? What Awkwafina doing in this movie? Because Awkwafina's voice is just annoying. Now, I don't know about all this other controversy surrounding her and black people and all that. I don't know nothing about that. I just know when she was in Shang-Chi, I did not like her, honey. Ugh. She was just so annoying in that movie. Like, ugh. So it's just like her voice is just so annoying. And I was like, oh my God. But she's Scuttle. And Scuttle did have kind of like an annoying voice or whatever. So y'all, what you gonna do? See, I did one. And we just gonna take this one and we're gonna make it 3. And we just gonna braid. And it's gonna look, I promise, like, and then you're gonna come out because you braiding like a single, okay? Like a single. You're not like braiding to the scalp. So you just want to make sure, honey, I messed up talking to y'all. Hold on. So yeah, hey guys, so that's basically what I'm doing. It's going to be more than 2 going across, but you're just going to braid in, and then braid off. And then, you know, this is going to be braided in the back. But anyways, back to Little Mermaid, honey. So yeah. So again, I was just skeptical of this movie because again, I just did not like Disney live action. Like they haven't impressed me with their live action. But when I tell you, they shut my mouth. Baby, Disney shut my mouth with The Little Mermaid. Can I tell you how I gave this movie 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10. And it was not just, and let me be clear. Let me be so clear. It was not just Halle Bailey that gave the 10 out of 10, honey. Melissa McCartney as Ursula was the perfect casting, okay? I know y'all see that. That's Ash. I swear, that's Ash because I just washed my hair. I just got to oil my scalp. But Melissa McCartney, yes, dry scalp, guys, dry scalp. Melissa McCartney as Ursula was the perfect freaking casting. Okay, that's too wide of a part. I'm going overboard now. But Melissa McCartney as Ursula was just amazing. Like, I just cannot get over how amazing she was as Ursula. And let me tell you, I was like, because I don't know her whole career, but I know the movies that I've seen her in, like Hangover, like Identity Theft, Bridesmaids, or whatever. She just was always like the comedic girl, you know, not really mean or anything like that, like very lighthearted, joyous, and which, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being that way. But when I think of Ursula, I was thinking of like a more serious actor in the roles that they've done. I didn't know Melissa McCartney could sing. Okay, oh my gosh, her Poor Unfortunate Souls is better than the original. Let's just talk about it. This live action is better than the one in 1989. I said it. Who gonna check me, boo? Like Sheree? Nobody. Because if you don't think so, you're hating. I don't care what y'all say. Listen, Prince Eric even got a song called Uncharted Waters. Baby, Prince Eric was singing, honey. Jonah could sing. He was perfect for the role. I just think they casted it perfectly. Like, representation and all that aside, this movie was casted perfectly. Sebastian, like, everybody was casted perfectly. Like, I absolutely loved everything about this new Little Mermaid. I love the new songs. I love Ariel's new song where she finally made it to the castle, honey. She finally gave her voice to Ursula, honey. And she is singing that song. Oh my God, I wish I knew what it was called. For the first time. And listen, can I tell you, I've been playing the doggone soundtrack. I've been playing this doggone soundtrack since we got home from seeing this movie, guys. It just has been, it was so amazing. And I plan to go see it one more time before it leaves the theaters, because that's how amazing this movie was. The CGI and everything was amazing. All the songs that they recreated were amazing, from Under the Sea to Kiss the Girls to Poor Unfortunate Souls. Vanessa's Trick. Oh my God. Did y'all listen to that yet? You got to go back and listen to it. That is Halle singing, for all the haters out there saying that was Vanessa singing. Ma'am, that was still Halle's voice. Y'all act like y'all didn't watch the original Little Mermaid, where her voice was stolen. And the voice that Vanessa is using when she's trying to steal the prince is still Ariel's voice. Y'all is crazy. Anyway, y'all, I gave that movie a 10 out of 10. I thought it was amazing. I thought that everything about it was amazing. And in the theater that I was in, when the credits rolled, everybody clapped. Everybody clapped when the credits rolled. It was amazing. The kids rushed to the front of the theater and they were like swimming like they were mermaids. It was just amazing to see. Like, here's the gag for me. When I watched The Little Mermaid when we were younger, and all the little black girls and all the little girls of color watched The Little Mermaid when we were younger, we didn't sit there and be like, she's not my Disney princess. It's the only Disney princess that we had. We loved Ariel just the same. That white redhead cartoon, okay, that's not even real, first of all. We talk about how people going up for some stuff that's not real, imaginary. But anyway, making race such an issue. But that little white girl with that red hair was our Disney princess. We freaking loved Ariel. We loved her. We didn't sit there and be like, oh, we need this and we need that and we need this and we need that. We didn't do that. We just loved her for the cartoon that she was, honey. It floored me of all the people that were just so angry with her casted in that movie. When I tell you it floored me, because again, Ariel was our Little Mermaid. We didn't care about her color, honey. We didn't care. And it shows how sick people are when it comes to black people and people of color. But let me just say this, especially black people. It just shows how sick y'all truly are when it comes to us. When everybody, y'all so mad, but, what about Jonah and Melissa McCartney and all these other characters in the movie that y'all are trying to ruin? And you know what? It didn't even matter that y'all did all that, baby, because the box office don't lie. Okay, Halle cleared over, not Halle, sorry. The Little Mermaid cleared over 111 million, I believe, in the first weekend. Like, stop playing with the girl. And then this the thing, baby, that part ain't all that, but anyway. And then this the thing. She cleared that, and honey, the movie just came out. The movie just came out. I'm gonna make sure I go see it again. I know several other people going to see it again. How that movie's gonna clear and gonna be good and gonna be one of the best movies. This is one of the highest grossing movies. Even after all y'all negative reviews that y'all try to put, it is one of the highest grossing movies on Memorial Day weekend. I think it came in at number 5. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment, honey. Like y'all tried it so bad. Yeah, Eric didn't have much of a storyline in the original, and that is so true. Like, he was just a prince. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't had to, he just got to be the man. We didn't know why Eric was the man. He just got to be the man. But in this live action, they gave him a storyline, which I love, He wasn't originally a prince, and he was drawn to the sea. He wanted to go do more than just be a prince. He wanted to explore. They both had parents of royalty who was trying to, force them into lives that they did not want. And that's what also connected them, right? Because Ariel's a princess. He was a prince in this live action. And in this live action, Ariel and him bonded and connected because they both had parents who were basically kind of overbearing. I guess you could say it like that, because baby King Triton, man, when he tore up that trove and Treasures Untold, girl, he tore Eric, that statue up, baby. King Triton was not playing with Ariel, but she was doing the most. Can we just talk about Ariel was doing the most? And listen, in the original one, did y'all catch that Ariel was only 16 cutting up? Daddy, I'm 16. Girl, if you don't get your... Talking about you in love at 16. Honey, I'm telling you, The Little Mermaid is a 10 out of 10. I do recommend people to see it. It is an amazing film. Talk about Halle and DDG, because that was a lot of people's critique as well of her, is her relationship with DDG. Here's what I'm gonna say. Halle became a Disney princess, and y'all had put Halle on the pedestal, just like y'all put Beyonce on the pedestal that is impossible for her to meet and uphold, basically. Like, I think Halle's a smart girl. You know what I'm saying? She's not just out here all willy-nilly in love with somebody that she shouldn't be. And I think because y'all put Halle on this pedestal as a Disney princess, that y'all expect her to date somebody of a certain caliber. Now, here's the tea with that, though, right? Is DDG's a very successful young guy. I think he's a YouTuber. I think he maybe raps. I don't know. I don't know him like that. I barely knew Halle like that. I knew she was Halle and Chloe and stuff like that. But let me part this real quick. Hold on. So Halle and DDG, let's wrap this up real quick, and then I'm going to come back when my hair is all braided. But I just feel like y'all had put Halle on this impossible pedestal for her to uphold, because, like, she's the more innocent sister. She's a Disney princess. She should be. I think y'all quite literally want her with some prince. Now, I'm not saying that DDG hasn't done stuff online that's, like, cringe, right? And it's not just because he's with Halle, it's just because he's in a relationship, period. Just the things that he does is cringe. But from my understanding, he does cringe stuff. Like, he's a YouTuber, and y'all know how and listen, I'm a YouTuber too, but some YouTubers that are viral and have all those hits, like, they lie, they do salacious stuff to get views and stuff because they know that's what people like and what people click on. And it seems that he plays into that or whatever. And so it creates this narrative that he's not good enough for Halle because they want her to have a very squeaky clean image because she's this Disney princess that y'all deemed her. And I just want people to calm down. Like, they're young. They're in their younger 20s. Like, girl, y'all just calm down. It's going to be okay. I think Halle's a very smart person. I think she has smart people around her. She hasn't gotten this far in her career for nothing. And she's not going to do anything to damage or blemish herself, in my opinion, because she's a grown woman and she's smart and she knows what she's doing. So you might not like DDG for her, but honey, she like DDG for her. And if y'all going to support her, child, support the girl relationship. It's like every other week some headline comes out that they broke up and something crazy. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even know Halle was dating like that, child. And y'all are just so in tune with that. So while on one hand, I get it that, DDG probably shouldn't do the certain things that he does online. On the other hand, that's her decision to date him. And, if y'all like her so much, y'all should trust her to make good decisions about her life. Yeah, and that's my take on that. And I'm going to come back when all my hair is braided down. Okay, y'all, I am back. I have my invisible method going on here. And the back is all braided. Listen, it don't matter how it look and it's braided, as long as it's braided, okay? As long as you can go down if you want to, but I decided to go in a circle because these locks get like, it's, you know, with crochet, with any crochet, the more hair you put in, the bigger it gets. And so I decided to space it out a little bit because these locks give a lot of coverage too. So you don't need a lot of locks, even though I got a big old head, honey. So now I'm just oiling this scalp up. We all braid it down. And this is just my braid pattern. You can braid your pattern however you want to. However your braid pattern you want it to be, that's how your pattern is gonna be, honey, okay? And just in case y'all forgot, I'm using the Nita Distress Gorgeous Locks from Freetress, and I'm using a 230 and a 2. Okay, we're gonna kind of mix and match up in here. So let me get these open real quick. One thing that I learned, I'm installing some Gorgeous Locks Invisible Method. Full video on my YouTube, shameless plug. One thing that I noticed about men is that when a man is intimidated by you, whether it's because, you know, you make more than him financially, whether he deems that you're smarter than him, whatever the reason a man is intimidated by you, instead of him being honest with himself and just being like, oh, this woman's intimidating to me, he's just gonna call you masculine. That is the craziest thing, you know. The slander that women get for just taking care of themselves and doing it at a high level is being called masculine. That is the craziest thing. Instead of the men being like, hey, I need to step up my game in order to, you know, engage with this woman romantically, they're going to call you masculine and tell you how you should dumb yourself down to be with a man like them. Okay, I'm back. I didn't braided it down. I didn't start putting it through. If you don't know how to crochet, guys, it's really easy. My advice when crocheting locks is to hook the lock. Baby, hook all the hair. Don't be like me. Hook all of the hair. Okay. Hook all of the hair, latch, pull through, not all the way, especially with these distress locks, because it's just a whole bunch of connector line hair distress. You're going to take the end of it, pull it through, okay, remove the hook, take your hand and pull that thing all the way through, okay, pull it through. Next subject I wanted to talk about was DC Young Fly's fiance passed away during surgery, and man, the commentary surrounding that has been something else in my opinion. You've had people kind of, you know, attacking her. You've had people, you know, going on about the dangers of surgery. You've had people saying, don't say anything about the dangers of surgery. This is not the time. And, you know, this was a gorgeous woman that fit, you know, and listen, if you can't get it through, sometimes the needle don't work. Open that thing up and grab it with your fingers. The key is to get it through the loop. That's it. Get it through the loop. Sometimes the needle won't work, and sometimes you got to use your hands. Anyway, you know, this was a beautiful woman by society standards, right? She has the light skin. She has the rich man. She has the children. She has the family. She has the money. She has the fans. She has everything that most people would want, right? And still for her, and we can, you know, this is not slander to anybody, this is just being honest. And still for her, even having all those things, this woman needed to have a makeover, okay? Now this is just speculation, and I'm just saying allegedly. This is probably not her first cosmetic surgery, right? She's probably put her body through some things because it's rumored allegedly that she passed away from heart failure, you know, doing this surgery. And the only thing that I could say about that is at 32, heart failure means that you've put your heart through some things, and for your heart to give out during a surgery says a lot, okay? I think it's compiled with her, one, having children. Her children are at a very young age, you know, which makes this even more tragic. Her children, I think she has one that's under one that's under 5, and one that's maybe 5, and now they don't have a mother. And, you know, I think that this is the perfect time to talk about and tell women about, you know, these kind of surgeries in their bodies, and how to, you know, you could preach self-love all day, but just preach liking yourself first. You know, it's so many people out here that don't even like themselves. And they don't like themselves maybe because of what they see online, maybe because of different things, I don't know. But it's people that don't even like themselves. Learn to like yourself. You cannot love yourself if you don't like yourself. I'm not saying this woman didn't like herself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is very alarming that she is the conventional beauty, right? With the light skin, with the rich man, with the fans and the money. And she still felt the need to, you know, go under the knife. If it's not now's the right time to have the conversation, when do people have the conversation? When do they talk about it? Because we know people, a lot of people, don't pay attention to anything unless it's actually a celebrity, right? Unless the celebrity is somebody that you know or that you care about or deem is important. Unless they sit there and talk about it, or something happens and they go through things, nobody has these kind of conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that it took her passing to have the conversation, but it is a conversation to have. You know, I think it's just been very unrealistic to try to get women to snap back and think they're supposed to snap back from having a kid. Some women don't snap back from their kids till their kids are like a year old, okay? They actually let their body rest, you know, especially like breastfeeding mommies and stuff like that. Like, you can't go under the knife and get no surgery, you know. You have to, especially if you're the primary caregiver of your child, you don't have time to go get no surgery. You don't have time to work out. You don't have time to do, you know, those certain things. Like, it's just not the time. And I think it's just really sad that, you know, we as a society are in a place where, you know, women, and she's not the only one, guys. It's so common for women to do, and men too, people to do all kind of things to their body to fit into this beauty standard and this beauty type that's just so unrealistic, and that is not sustainable, right? Honey, I ain't gonna act like I ain't never tried to do a consultation myself to get some stuff sucked out, but at the end of the day, that stuff is not sustainable. And you can really, you know, end up in a far worse position than, you know, you wanted to be in. There are so many stories about women losing their lives when it comes to cosmetic surgery that my advice, especially if you've had children, is just give yourself some time. Also need to stop comparing yourself, because that's a lot of what's going on. People are comparing themselves to these women online. Who so say in the gym, they ain't in the gym. Even some of y'all favorite weight loss influencers, baby, they ain't in no gym like that. They done got that money from selling you a meal plan, and baby, they under the knife with the rest of the girls. Like, doctors need to do a better job of denying patients cosmetic surgery, especially if you just giving birth within, like, you know, a year. You don't need to be under anybody's knife. Your body just went through one of the most traumatic things that it can go through as a woman, which is childbirth. I don't know if you ever heard the saying, but it's the saying with black people where they say, you know, childbirth is the closest you can be to death. You know, childbirth is one of the closest things you can be to death. And that is a saying that grandmothers and everybody's alike to tell you, that, you know, making it out of childbirth is a blessing. And so for these women's bodies to go through all of that, and then less than a year later, they're back under a knife, making more things traumatic for their body, they're not healed. Listen, like yourself, love yourself, stop comparing yourself. Everybody, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that's not somebody else beholding it. That's your damn eye. You need to look at yourself and like yourself at the end of the day. You need to look at yourself and love yourself at the end of the day. Listen, if you don't like stuff like this poking out, which I don't, it's like I did kind of hook it all the way through. That is like easy fixable, guys. And it's just some hairs that didn't go all the way through, and I just cut them off. Okay, boom. And I got some back here I'm just gonna cut off. So this is the first fill. Now I'm gonna fill this a lot more than this. You can see it's kind of sparse. We're going to fill it a lot more, but the first thing that I need to do is I need to continue filling the back, because I haven't filled the back that much. I did like this one little piece. So I'm going to be back once I finish filling, and then we do our final and last topic. Okay, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up, but this is where I am. I still have to fill some more in the front. I'll come back at the very end when I fill some more in the front, and then I'm almost done filling the back. So I have this left and then this up here to fill in the back. But as you can see, the back is almost filled. So the last topic that I want to talk about as I'm filling is, you know, dating, girl. We don't always talk about dating, girl, because I just feel like dating is actually not that hard. I feel like it's really easy to do if you actually go after people that like you, right? One thing that I think most adults can say that they experience is when somebody actually liked them. And I think a lot of times people are spending time with people that kind of just don't really see it for you. They don't really like you, like they like you enough to be attracted to you. They like you enough to bounce, you go, wow, wow. But other than that, they don't really like you. And so when you're entertaining somebody that don't like you, that's where all the hardships in these relationships come from. You know what I'm saying? That's where the miscommunication comes from. That's where all this other nonsense come from when it comes to dating. Like, if people would just date people that like them, and I'm not telling you to date somebody that you're just not attracted to. That's not what I'm saying. Because some people even tell you that you need to date this, you know, you don't like, if I don't like it, I don't like it. But we've all experienced a time where people have actually liked us, where communication was just on point, where, you know, they didn't miss a text, they didn't miss a call. But then, you know, after a while, sometimes that fades. And, you know, I'm not saying it's not that the person don't like you, but if it just gets worse after that, then that means that they just don't like you, and you need to take your cards and go. Another thing that I feel like we go through when it comes to dating is that, you know, people just don't want to be alone, honey. You know, and I'm a firm believer in there is no such thing as relationships go, baby. No such thing. There's no relationship out here. That one did not want to go through. Ouch. There's absolutely no relationship out here that you should idolize. Nobody. Not one person should be idolized when it comes to relationships. Because, baby, people will fake and be so unhappy in their relationships, but social media had them the happiest people of them all. And then when they break up, people like, oh my God, they were so perfect for each other. No, they weren't, baby. They were faking the whole time. Big faking, okay? They never like each other like that, baby. They relationship been in shambles for the past 3 years. They just want to stay together in misery. But anyway, when it comes to dating, I think the key to it is just dating people that actually like you, that actually want the same things as you. Like, if you know that you want to be together, you know that you want a relationship, you know that you want to be intentional, you want to move towards marriage and serious commitment, and you meet somebody and they be like, yeah, well, I'm just going with the flow. You need to take your ball and go. Actually wants the same thing that you want. Not saying that it'll be perfect and, you know, it'll last and everything. But actually liking the person that likes you, and then communicating through it all. Communication and change the world. Communication is everything. So yeah, let me finish filling in my hair, then I'll be back when I'm done. Hey y'all, I forgot to come back. So this is the final look of the hair of the gorgeous locks. I am 5'10". They come right down to here. Again, this was 26-inch. Rewind to see the package. This is how they look individualized. And they are lightweight. Now, here's my review of them fully, right? Let me move my hand out the camera. One thing that you can see is that they kind of, I don't know if you can see that hair right there, that kind of tangles in them. A lot of people don't like that. That actually doesn't bother me. It will get like a bit tangled as you wear it. Now, this is probably like day 3 or 4. Excuse me, y'all. This is probably like day 3 or 4. And as you can see, like it'll get tangled. You kind of have to rip them apart a little bit, but the more that you wear them, the better that they look. So the longer that you wear them, the better that they look. Now, what you happen to kind of rip them apart, there is shedding, okay? I know some people would not like that. So that's kind of like a downside to some people that I see in the reviews, but again, it does not bother me because I don't manipulate them a lot. So I'll wear them down. I'll put them up in a ponytail. I will put them back, like I'll do like a little flip back like that. But as far as like trying to run your fingers through it all the time and be, you know, cute with it, that's not that's not gonna be a thing with these because they do I don't want to use the word tangle, but they're like distress locks. And you have to think about, like, this is like synthetic hair that they made into a distress lock. If you know anything about synthetic hair, honey, it tangles. It is what it is. So when they've distressed it like this, and you have a whole bunch that's distressed and basically knotted like this, and then the knots come together, what you gonna get? You gonna get some tangles. So that's just a little, my hand not dry on camera. That's just a little, you know, tidbit on this hair. But again, I think these Nita Gorgeous Locks are beautiful. I wear them for about 6 to 8 weeks at a time. I don't have to do my hair. Again, they're crochet, invisible method. And yeah, I think that's all that I have to say. What would I rate them out of 10? I rate these like a, to me, like a 9 out of 10 because they are lightweight crochet and they're just beautiful. Like, I love these ends. Like, they're gorgeous. Like, they call them gorgeous locks, and they are gorgeous locks. I'm not even a lock wearing person, not a lock girl. This is like my first time trying locks. This is my second time wearing these, and I absolutely love them. So, yes, honey, Nita Gorgeous Locks. They are indeed gorgeous. Indeed, very gorgeous. Very gorgeous to me. I love them. So that is my install and my video. I was going to come back and talk about another topic, but y'all, I forgot. I got busy and we here 3 days later. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody for watching and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.